everyone, my name's Ariana. Today we're going to read a book called The Book That Eats People. You should be careful. Caution, this book eats people. If you hear growling while you're reading it, stop reading, close the cover, put something heavy on top. Do not let your little brother or sister read this book, especially when it's hungry. You should always assume that this book is hungry. Remember, this is not a storybook. It is not a book of rhymes, and it is not a how-to or a dictionary. It is a book that eats people. So one day, Rock Arkin Sammy Ruskin forgot to wash his hands after lunch, and the book tasted the peanut butter on his fingers. But then this book went snap and took a bite, and then another, and another. Sammy squirmed and wriggled, and Sammy squealed and yelled and pulled as hard as he could. But the book ate him. Then it coughed up his bones, and they clattered across the floor like wooden blocks. If you hear the pages rustling, it's probably because the book smells something yummy. But if you hear sound like octopus in a tub of yogurt, that's the book's empty stomach. And the book is ravenous. And if you hear that, find someone nearby fast who might taste delicious to a book. After this book ate Sammy Ruskin, his parents gave it to the library, where it sat trapped and mad, tightly shelved between the complete guide of saints and sandwiches through the ages. That night, while the moon shone, the book devoured famous Americans who's in American business, and Mr. Sine, the security guard who yelled like crazy. And when the librarians came, it was swallowing the last page of How Things Worked. Titles like What Happened to Sammy Ruskin. Title like What Happened to Sammy Ruskin keep some library books shelved forever. So while the librarians wept the books right about time when everybody liked chocolate chip cookie, when everybody likes a chocolate chip cookie, Victoria Glassford checked it out. This book is a bad book, a book with teeth and claws. It's a monster that eats people. You should throw it in the fireplace on the coldest February day. You should grind it page by page in your daddy's coffee grinder. As experts say, when a book eats someone, it's either self-defense or a mistake. And books never eat anyone else again. But this book ate Sammy, Victoria, Mr. Sine, and ate Joey, June, and Isabella when they found it in the heap of boxes in the street in Philadelphia. Of course, someone from the neighborhood watched and saw those three kids and called the police. They took it and locked it in a jail cell. Well, they ate Chunk Anderson, who deserved it. Some people think it's cruel to chain a book, but the guards did it anyway. Judge Cox, who loved all books, sent it to the zoo, where the zookeepers tried to reform it. They fed it fried chicken, pickles, hot dogs, ice cream, noodles, and toast. But nothing worked because the book's cravings were people. When it chewed through the zookeeper's zoo, they finally gave up and put a label that says, the book eats people in big bold letters. So now everyone knows what kind of book this is. Who knows where you found it? But be careful. Never read this book with syrupy fingers. Never read it with cookies in your pocket. Never turn your page on its back. Never ever read this book alone, because it's always hungry. And it eats people. Look here, he's like, uh-oh. Looks again, and it's like, oh. Bye, everyone. Hope you enjoyed this book. Please don't forget to like and subscribe.